Conflict Resolution and Leadership in the Great Classroom Debate by Jason Andrews, Amber Shamut, Evelyn Diedrichs, and Samantha Gates. An Introduction to Conflict Resolution and Leadership.
When it comes to why I was interested in exploring conflict resolution as it applies to the area of ELL education or education in general, I'd like to look at two key ideas. And the first one is by Tom Giovanni in an interview with Brandt, where Giovanni says, "Schools are special places where people care about teaching and learning." He emphasizes they're not like most organizations. You cannot apply organizational principles to places characterized by sandboxes, books, and children. Schools are more like families and small communities where you can throw traditional leadership away. And secondly, in addition to that, I'd like to consider a quote by Fisher and Ury from their book Getting to Yes, where they say conflict helps create prosperity. It lies at the heart of the democratic process, where the best decisions result from exploring different points of view and searching for creative solutions. The world needs more conflict, not less. So I'd like to take these two ideas that schools are not your typical 9-to-5 manager-employee environment where more emphasis is put on doing what one is told. Rather, in my view, educational environments thrive on highly collaborative interactions. However, with such integrated groups, conflict is certain to arise. But considering Fisher and Ury, that conflict itself can lead to prosperity and creative solutions. But I think that we must learn how to best navigate conflict in educational environments with colleagues as well as students if we wish to see such prosperity and creative solutions. And in light of this, why in particular is conflict resolution so important to myself as an ELL instructor? I think as an example that will help answer that, I'd have to admit that in my years teaching English, I have very rarely ever created my materials or lesson plans.
I chose the topic of conflict resolution because as an elementary school teacher, a wife, and a mother of soon-to-be 3, conflict is a part of my daily life. I also recently completed a course on conflict resolution last term, which I found very applicable and very interesting in both my professional and personal responsibilities.
When I initially read over this assignment on applied leadership, I instantly decided I wanted to relate it to conflict resolution because
as a tutor for children with learning and developmental disabilities working in a small space with a close-knit team, it is vital that we understand and employ appropriate methods of conflict resolution, not only for our own well-being, but also for the well-being of our students. In looking at leadership and conflict resolution, we will take a specific look at a case study. In this situation, we will look at in this conflict. In The Joy of Conflict Resolution, Gary Harper states that in order to resolve a conflict, you need to be aware of all the interested parties. In this particular situation, there are 3. Each one of our group members Now we will apply our understanding of leadership theory and how it connects to this particular situation. The administration team in our case study, the resolution of this conflict.
The following steps initiated.
Here's my folder.
The steps taken by all parties during.
As we saw in our case study,
Tina Fey once said, "Whatever the problem, be part of the solution."
There are a couple of lessons learned from both analyzing our actions as a group and exploring.
For me, many of the challenges faced were simply organizational. Technology, the use of a new presentation platform, communication tools that didn't always work, and time and scheduling. People are in different time zones. People have different levels of availability. But these challenges are easily resolved through communication, collaboration, and staying curious. Opportunities for learning that I identified.
As a group, we faced a number of challenges. None related. The most concerning challenge we faced was that of navigating Prezi. Environments of trust between colleagues also supports conflict resolution because the boundary between work life and personal matters is respected in disagreement.